Coming up, we've got a good matchup on tap between the Miami Dolphins and the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. Here's the punter, Jake Camarda, set to do the honors, and off we go now from Tampa.
Here we go.
In motion, Hill. Here's Raheem Mostert, the local product from right here in Florida. Trying to run inside, but nothing there. Call it no gain on the game's first play. And it's second down now. Well done to sniff that out defensively. He had it diagnosed pretty quickly.
I love that description because diagnosed is perfect on that one. Read his keys, made the play, and he couldn't even get going moving the football.
Second down, here's Mostert again. And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
Throwing is Tagovailoa on third down here. And Hill with it over the middle. And he's going to be stopped here a few yards short of the first as the tackle is made at the 33. Tagovailoa going for it on fourth down. He is going to find Hill here. And he will have a Dolphins first down as they manage to convert, and that'll keep the drive alive. That's a fourth down pickup of 10 yards, and an opportunity certainly missed on the defensive side. On first and 10, it's Mostert. And he gets forward up the middle, but only for a couple. It'll be second down.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground, but I think the play gets made by the defensive front, because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole.
The last run got a couple. Here's second and 8. Once again, it's Mostert. He'll be taken down at the 48 for a pickup of 2 yards.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
Seventh play of the drive upcoming here on third and 6. A handoff running left is Mostert. And to the 49-yard line, but no further. And obviously he is well short of the first. Just a 1-yard gain on the play, and that'll be a call to the punt team as it's fourth down.
Well, this was just simply excellent defense. On this third down, they had to be alert for the possibility of a pass, but that didn't stop them at all from understanding what was going on when they decided to run the football, and they just swarmed and stuffed them for almost no gain.
And here's Morstead now as he sends this one away. And this one hits at the 1, continues on into the end zone for a touchback. Brady and the Bucs now with a first and 10 at the 20. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. He's got his man. It's White. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. A well-executed 22-yard gain.
Boy, a lot of moving parts on this play, but what a nice design to leak the running back out to the left and send him down the field. And a good job spotting him and hitting him for a big play.
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. A first carry for Rachaad White. And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Now Brady. It's caught by Mike Evans. Touchdown, Tampa Bay.
Well, and Mike Evans has been an elite receiver for some time now. And part of that, Charles, certainly what he can do once the ball is in his hands.
Extra point put through by Succop. And that makes the score 7-0. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. The Dolphins at the line, ready for their next drive.
The last series for him, a little disappointing, forced a punt. And now they'll try to do better here and come away with some points as they begin this drive, 1st and 10.
And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line.
Now, that was an excellent run. And when you see that happen, that's when you're seeing guys doing their job and then some people doing a little bit more. Offensive linemen and tight ends, they're expected to block. But the wide receivers, all they want to do is catch passes. So when they block on a big-time running play and create extra space, you've got to hit the jackpot there.
And going deep for Hill.
Oh, that's into a double team, and it's intercepted. So a nice play defensively by the rookie coming up with the INT.
And that's a late-round pick right there, making a first-round impact. And a lot of these day 3 players end up winding up on special teams and sub-packages and even on the practice squad. But he's really made an impact on this defense, and he comes up with the interception there.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. They begin the drive on the ground. It's White. And they'll bring him down here up at about the 22-yard line.
On any explosive run, you can almost feel the ground shaking, and that's from the offensive linemen creating space for their runners. I had an old coach tell me before that he always told his runners, run around the offensive line in pregame. Get used to the ground shaking so you don't trip and fall when it happens in a game.
On 2nd down, they'll run with White.
2nd and inches is oftentimes an invitation for an offense coordinator to take a big shot downfield because he feels like he can come back on 3rd down and pick up the 1st down. But sometimes you just don't want break tendency. Stay with what you are, stay with who you know, and go get the 1st down. That's exactly what they did.
And now we won't see a play on 1st down. We're going to get a timeout instead. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 1st quarter. They fake the handoff. Now Brady. He's got a man complete. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. That one good for 37 yards.
Boy, they've definitely come out of the gate smoking here in the 1st quarter. Whatever they've tried to run has worked. And there's another example right there. Game plan is one thing, but how about his accuracy? It's been exceptional.
After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. First down, here's White. And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. It'll be second down. And he got off the end there very quickly to make that play.
Yeah, it was almost like the bullet train, wasn't it? I mean, just zoom. Quick, quick, quick. And what a terrific play, holding them to no gain.
Play action. Now it's Brady. Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really. They come up to the line now facing a 3rd and 10 after the incompletion. Here's Brady to throw. Looking for White on the deep ball. And unable to connect. Incomplete. Well, give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down.
He did a fine job there of not hitting it before the ball arrived. And I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free.
So another scoring drive there, Charles, and an early 2-score lead.
You'd like the 6 there, Bomber, but you'll take the 3. And I think they have to be happy about the way they moved the ball in these first 2 drives. They have to feel good about their opportunities the rest of the game.
And that one bounces out of the back of the end zone, so we'll start the drive at the 25 on the touchback. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive.
As the offense comes out here, Charles, maybe perhaps a bit more of a focus on the run game for this drive after tossing an interception on the previous one?
I think that's a good way to look at it and a good way to think about it, but maybe they get to it in a little bit different way because after you throw an interception, you want to make sure you keep your quarterback's confidence high. So maybe give him a couple easy throws that he can complete and then get to the running game and try and get things settled down.
Yeah, and still in the first half here, a long way to go.
On 3rd down, here comes Mostert. And he's going to lose yardage here. Back to his own 18. That winds up being a 4-yard loss and leads to 4th down.
Well, I think it's back to the drawing board, or should I say in today's game, the Surface tablet after this drive. 3 plays, they go backwards. They look like they've gotten something going right there, but they'll have to punt the football away to end this one.
Fielded just inside the 20. Call that one an even 60 yards, 6-0. And the Bucs will get ready to go on offense. The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started.
Last time out, you remember their drive stalled, but thanks to their kicker, booted a long field goal to at least get them 3. Now here they'll try to do better and find the end zone.
And in our experience, how much fun is it for coaches to know that they've got a kicker who can nail it from long distance? Now, the hard part is, as an offensive play caller, you don't want that in your head too much where you're relying on it. And he goes out and gets the job done for them. But I'm quite sure he would be content to just kick extra points from here on out.
Yeah, absolutely no question. I think his teammates would be okay with him just kicking the extra points as well.
So now 20 yards to go on 2nd down after the sack. Work to be done. To throw is Brady. His throw incomplete.
And this drive is almost over before it began thanks to a great defensive effort. Sack on first down, followed by an incompletion, one more good rep, and they get off the field.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. Throwing now is Brady. And that will be incomplete.
How about some applause for the defense there? They forced him to throw that one into coverage, and just like that, they're staring at a fourth down. Well done.
Now on fourth down, on is the punt team sending this one away.
Now Hill to return it.
An excellent return that time, 26 yards. And the Dolphins will begin this drive in great field position, 1st and 10.
Come on, set. Pressure, sit.
Play action, now it's Tua. That's caught by his big tight end, Mike Gesicki.
And they're going to get this down to about the 37.
That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he was unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
On second down, Mostert. And this time not quite to the 30. It'll be down at the 31-yard line. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
On first down, they go with Mostert again.
And he still has yet to get on track in this first half as they're going to stop him behind the line. Vita Vea stopped that play in its tracks.
On the double. Ball red.
On second and 12.
Tua. He's going to drop this underneath to Mostert. And he's going to get this down near the 25.
It's funny, throughout the time that we've been together, we talk with running backs and being able to catch the ball. Their eyes light up when they talk about open field and having one-on-one matchups, don't they?
They do, right? That's the reason we just saw shedding those tackles, and that's what they're used to do.
It is, and it starts at the beginning of the play. One-on-one matchup of someone trying to cover them, but they also like those one-on-ones downfield after the catch when they're running with the ball. They think they're going to win those too.
The Bucs going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next.
Already down 2 scores. They're going to go for this rather than settle for 3.
They'll try it now with Mostert, and he will have the first before he's brought down right on the chalk of the 20. Just a gain of 3, but they'll certainly take it as they convert on fourth down. On first down, Tagovailoa.
A quick throw knocked away and incomplete.
That's a really nice job there by the coverage, understanding that they're in a high-stakes situation. If he doesn't make a play on that ball, there's an excellent chance it ends up either as a touchdown or as a nice gain downfield.
A quick throw there going to be batted away and incomplete.
Coaches talk about it all the time. Players talk about it as well. Excellent job staying disciplined in coverage and making that stop. Inside the red zone, every stop like that could be preventing a possible touchdown.
And he'll only get this to the 17, well shy of what he needed. The Bucs forced to use their third and final timeout as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime. Sanders' kick is good, and they get themselves on the board here. It's 10-3.
Well, still trailing here, but they do get the late field goal. Now their defense will try to keep this score right where it is heading into the locker room.
Yeah, and trailing at the break, you obviously don't want to go in off of a negative play. Give them credit for that one. Finding a way to put points on the board. Give them any type of a spark, anything to build off of as they try and plan a comeback.
A second quarter onside kick there that failed. Is that something that maybe they had dialed up before this game started?
It feels like it, doesn't it? That they thought they had the right situation, you know, and the right approach in going after it. Also may signal that they feel like they have the superior team, that they can try these sorts of things and it won't come back and hurt them later.
And he's got this down a yard or two shy of the 40 before he's out of bounds. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
Hey, it's not the most spectacular play, but I think most teams would take that every single time for the first play of a drive. Begin the series with positive yardage and set yourself up for a very manageable second down.
They stay on the ground with White. Shoves him aside. And he'll go down here at the 35-yard line. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Here's 2nd and 10. Now Brady. He'll get that out to the flat to White. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. First down Tampa Bay there, a gain of 13. Brady. And he hauls it in for the Buccaneer touchdown. Rachaad White, a 22-yard touchdown grab. And the Bucs will extend their lead in the final minute of the half. Succop for the extra point. It's up and good, and that makes it 17-3. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And a short kick taken at about the 16. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
He's got a man, complete. Now the Dolphins going to burn the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 14 seconds to go in this first half.
Okay, ready?
So the field flips here as they'll go to work at the 20 now on 1st and 10. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Oh, looking for Waddle, but it's intercepted. Picked up by Sean Murphy-Bunting. And the Bucs are going to take over here at their own 22-yard line.
Well, Brandon, as they say in popular culture, this one's going to leave a mark because they can see the end zone, but it'll stay out of reach because of their error. All their offensive teammates have to give the quarterback right now, offer a little bit of encouragement because what's done is done. Let's get them next time out.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And with 5 seconds to go, this will likely be our final play. Airing this one out for Evans. And that's caught inside the 35. And he's in for the touchdown on the final play of the first half. The prayer
is exactly where I expect teams to take a shot. Right after a turnover, you count on the defense being a little bit jumbled coming out on the field, maybe catch them back on their heels, and that's exactly what they did there. They threw it downfield and really created a big play.
Yeah, you said jumbled. They were the definition of jumbled defensively. One play and into the end zone. Extra point up and good by Succop. And that will take us to the end of the first half of play. And that'll do it for the end of the second quarter. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, getting set for quarter number 3 here. The Bucs with a lead, and they'll get the football first as the second half is underway. And we will not see a return to start the half, as this will be a touchback. The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. Well, they got to be thrilled with how they've operated so far in this one. They've got the nice lead, and now a chance to score here on 3 straight possessions.
Yeah, and the way that they are rolling, I just don't know how they get slowed down, because they certainly are operating at peak efficiency right now. They might want to think about giving some of their backups a little bit of work, though. Let some other guys get on the field and do their thing and save some of this for the next time out.
Now a play fake. Brady. The pass is caught by Cade Otton. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. Brady gives this to White. They'll be taken down at the 48 for a pickup of 2 yards.
Oh, that's a real nice job there by the defensive front. They just engaged and held their ground. But how about the guy who made the play? We often talk about whether they take a good first step or not. Many times you just don't take any step. Just get your feet moving, get your body going, and then once he made the read, he was able to make the play.
On play action, now Brady. Going across the formation, there's Otton with it. And he's got another first down as he's brought down at the Dolphins' 40. White running to the left. He'll get this down to the 38. 3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Opting to run again here with White. He's brought down at the 34. Call it a gain of 4. 7th play of the drive now as they come up on a 3rd and 3. They'll try the right side here with White. 45 yards rushing for him now as he's run it 11 times. So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second half blowout material. Brady now to throw. Toward the center of the field, but it's incomplete.
His back has been a dependable safety valve all game, so he went back to him when his first read was covered. Just unable to connect, so the play results in no gain.
The 2nd and 10 now as we roll along in the 3rd quarter from Tampa. Here's Brady. And his throw is incomplete.
That's a big force incompletion there to bring up 3rd and long, and this defense can still salvage a little momentum by forcing them to kick a field goal, because just a few plays ago, it looked like they were headed towards the end zone.
This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. To throw, it's Brady. He's got Otton. And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 and mark him at the 5. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a first and goal.
I'll tell you what, this offense is playing a little bit of keep away right now. They've come out here in the third quarter, possessed the ball for quite a while, and they keep on converting. Nice pitch and catch there to set up the first and goal.
Here's White. And he'll get this one back to the 5-yard line, but no further than that. They've been in the red zone 3 times in this game and have not scored a single point. Can they break through here on second and goal? Once again, it's White. And not able to break away this time as they're going to stop him right around the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain that time, and now it's third and goal. A chance to really put this game out of reach. Here's third and goal. Brady going to throw. Toward the pylon, caught. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. A 4-yard pickup, not enough. Fourth down.
Well, there certainly was a lot going on that play. Every option in the end zone covered. No place to go with the ball. Had to swing it out to the back. A good job running and getting him tackled in the open field.
They'll run for it. This is White. And nowhere to go. He's going to be stopped behind the line. The run is turned away on fourth and goal from the 2. And the Dolphins celebrate their goal line stand. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. On the ground, it's Mostert to start the drive. And he is going to lose yardage here. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up second and 11.
This defense is just flat getting after it. They have not given up much of anything in the run game. Case in point right there.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a second and 11. Now a pass that's taken in by Hill. And they work this out past the 25. 22 yards there, a first down.
Well, we talk all the time about playing situational football. Right now, I think the scoreboard is dictating what they need to do. Where they are in this game, they've got to push the ball downfield, take their shots, try and get big chunks of yardage in a short amount of time. That was a nice play there.
Another nice gain, 16 yards there and a first down again. And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out on this third quarter. This is the National Football League on EA Sports.
Let's go now.
Tua now on first down. Oh, and Tua going to be intercepted for the 3rd time. It's Devin White, the linebacker. And the Buccaneers are going to take possession of the football. Another solid game-changing play for this defense for the interception. At this point, though, I don't know that it's game-changing. I mean, they've got this one in firm control.
And you always hear about, those stories about someone left their game plan behind and maybe you benefit from it. I'm not going to say that happened, but they certainly have appeared on defense to be a step ahead this entire game. Guys are always in the right spot in order to make a play.
The offense has had its moments, too. The second down attempt there knocked down as it leaves the quarterback's hand, and it's incomplete. Well, fourth quarter with a 3-score lead here, Charles, but they're still going back to the air and looking for more points.
Well, with this game well in hand, it's an opportunity for the guys to come off the bench and get a chance to play. And a lot of coaches, they want to run their full playbook no matter who's on the field.
Cover!
Brady looking to throw on 3rd and 2. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
I think it's fairly safe to call this game over, but they're still trying to bomb it downfield and add to their lead. Almost makes you start to feel for the defense and root for them a little bit, too.
Succop's kick is good, and that will extend their lead even further. ultimately not really sure that they're going to need those 3 points, but they'll take the 3, and they've had that lead.
Yeah, this one's already wrapped up, but you and I both know if you're an offensive coordinator, you never let up on the gas unless the head coach tells you to do so. And maybe you've actually clicked him off in your headset so you can keep calling plays and trying to add to this lead.
The Dolphins at the line, ready for their next drive. Where we stand right now in the 4th quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You would have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because they're going to have to sit in that film room and watch every error that they made and figure out how to not do it in the future. And mentally, I think a lot of the guys are already starting to think about, okay, how do we put this behind us and get better for the next time out? This, they'll use as motivation for the rest of the time that they play to hopefully never be in this type of situation again.
It's a 6-yard run, leaves him with about a foot or so here still to go to hit the marker with 3rd down coming up. They fake the handoff. Now Tua. That's incomplete, but there is a flag down, so hang on. A big call coming on 3rd down. Now, if you're going to get rid of it, you better get outside the pocket.
You have to get outside of that tackle-to-tackle box, right? Get out there, and then you can do it legally, but he wasn't able to do so, and they end up losing the down as well.
4th down, 4th quarter. Here's Tua. Quick slant. Tyreek Hill with it. And he will have a Dolphins 1st down. It's a gain of 12 on 4th. Now, no reason not to try it there, and they do indeed convert on 4th. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Throwing now is Tagovailoa. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
They lead big, and a major part of that has been how they've taken their play to a whole new level this second half. No points allowed since the break, and you can add another incompletion to the total number that they forced in this runaway contest.
On 2nd and 10, Tua got his man complete over the middle. That's Hill. They do get a couple, but they'll be left standing at 3rd and 8 coming up. They're in search of 8 yards here as they hope to convert the 1st down. And again, it's Tagovailoa. Tyreek Hill's got another one. And they stop him up short of the 1st down as they get him at about the 43. Tagovailoa going for it on 4th down. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. And the Bucs are going to take possession of the football. Well, I guess an interception at this point on 4th down is just as bad as an incomplete pass. Either way, the ball goes over the other side.
Yeah, it's a tough spot to be in this late in the game, and there's not a whole lot he can do there. And he winds up giving the ball away.
So after the INT, it's Brady. And incomplete on the deep ball. But their passing attack, even though that one was incomplete, has been really sharp in this one. It's resulted in a lot of touchdowns, and it looks like they're not going to stop throwing the football until the very end of this one.
Well, that will certainly make everyone involved on offense pretty happy because that gives them all a chance to pad their stats a bit. But as far as the actual need, you and I both know they can just run this clock out because this one, it was over a long time ago.
The quick throw knocked away. It's incomplete.
Well, so far on this drive, they've done some good work. They forced incompletions on 1st and 2nd down, bring up 3rd and 10. That brings up the big question. Do they bring pressure or do they play coverage on this down?
Throwing is Brady on 3rd down. He completes it to Tompkins. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25.
Brady to throw again.
And this is incomplete. Oh, he had 6 points right in his hands, but could not hang on.
Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Brady. And this will be caught. And the carnage continues. It's another touchdown.
Well, partner, he has carried them in this ballgame throwing the football. All 4 touchdowns through the air, and that's really helped them get this nice lead.
And I know it's a team game, but right now, he is truly the focal point. Every touchdown his team has so far has been a result of his arm. How about him throwing it down here, creating big plays? I don't know how you slow him down unless you can make him uncomfortable in the pocket.
The Dolphins at the line, ready for their next drive. Well, we said it at halftime that they would need a nearly perfect second half to erase that deficit that they were facing, CD. But unfortunately, the second half has pretty much been a carbon copy of the first.
Yeah, that early lead was almost insurmountable the way their opponent was playing. And, partner, they do have some good news, though. This one is getting close to being over, and they can try and hit the reset button starting tomorrow.
A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
And that's another play that's painted the picture of this game overall. It's been a blowout. It's been continually fueled by big turnovers and stops for one side and an inability to advance the ball from the other.
And now here's another interception.
Picked up by Jamel Dean. And the Buccaneers are going to take possession of the football. With this advantage, this defense knew that passes were coming, and they stayed in position, Charles, and picked one off here in fourth quarter.
Yeah, what a way to cap things off, huh? Because I think this is part of the game within the game. They see the scoreboard, they see what they can accomplish, and they went for it.
That throw by Brady incomplete.
The CD, they're up big, but they're still passing it. I mean, this is an offense that's had a lot of success in this game, and it seems like they're just having fun out there.
And it does feel like there's been a shift out there, doesn't it, partner? Listen, if you're up, you can continue to do what you want to do. It's up to the other team to make you change how you do things. They'll continue to throw it around until stopped.
And he'll be marked down right at the 20-yard line. They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks.
Now Brady. And give him another 6. It's caught for a touchdown, and the blowout continues.
But not much defensive resistance on that drive. Really, Charles, the way this offense has been humming, they haven't faced much defensive resistance the entire game.
Yeah, I think it's safe to say that one team, their defense did not wake up and make it to the stadium for this one. There may be some major changes on that side of the ball when we see them the next time out.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away.
The Dolphins at the line, ready for their next drive. CD, it's all window dressing at this point. I mean, the best they can do is in the game with a nice drive to maybe build some momentum to move forward into their next context.
Yeah. And my goodness, another interception. It's Devin White, the linebacker. And it's a pick 6. He brings it back to the house for a Buccaneer TD.
An impressive performance just became a little bit more impressive here as they add yet another score to the ledger late in the fourth quarter.
And not much has stopped them at any point in this game, partner. This is just an old-fashioned blowout right here. They probably could have put the brakes on themselves, but they elected not to and played this one all the way out.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6, and now the kick is away.
The Dolphins at the line, ready for their next drive.
They are just obviously getting shellacked here in this one, Charles. What's the message if you're a coach for this final drive in a lopsided game like this?
For a lot of coaches,
be honest.
Don't forget today. Don't forget what has happened out here.
Yeah, use that as ammo going forward.
Exactly. Take a great look at that scoreboard. Realize how poorly everything went for us today. Coaching, playing, the whole deal. And never forget it, because
you're not going to want that feeling.
No, you don't want that feeling again. And who knows? You may meet up with this team again.
Now they're going to be dealing with a 3rd and 7. Is that one officially a loss of 1? And as this defense walks off the field, they can do so with their heads held high. What a performance by the offense, too. I mean, really, Charles, just complete domination on both sides of the football here in this one.
Certainly was, and I think both sides compete against each other all the time. You go to each other in practice, obviously your training camps, your off-season. But on game day, you both want to show your best. And I think that's what we saw from both the offense and the defense, a complete team victory.